Hey guys, I just wanted to do this fall makeup look for you. My eyes are pretty simple, lots of browns, and the lips are usually the main focus for fall. So I opted for a deep plum lipstick. So yeah, if you're interested, please keep on watching. Thanks.
But I still need love, 'cause I'm just human.
Alright, first I'm going to start off with Too Faced Primed and Poreless Oil-Free Face Primer. And you're going to pat that into your skin. Going into my brows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I like to use my fingertips to pat in the product. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in brunette, and you're going to carefully sketch in hair strokes into your hair and use the other end, which is a spoolie, to feather that out.
Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look. Gain some self-control.
To clean up my brows, I'm using Maybelline's Concealer in Sand.
But you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me?
To prime my eyes, I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion. Going in with Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, I'm using the really soft matte cream shade and dust that all over my eyelids. I highly recommend this Morphe palette. This palette is the Jaclyn Hill Favorites, and I'm mixing that orange color with that chestnut color, and I'm gonna put that into my crease. Taking a small shader brush, I'm going to pat in some shimmery cream color into the inner corner of my eyelids, and then picking up that old brush that you used the burnt orange color and the chestnut color, you're going to blend that in. I wanted my inner corner eyelids to pop out some more, so I'm using that far left color, and that's in the palette. It's a super bright, shimmery, like off-white color. Taking a blending brush, I'm going to use that shimmery plum shade, and I'm going to put that into my crease.
Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need.
It's going to look super dark at first, but you're going to blend that out.
Love is clear to see. But darling, stay with me. I guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand.
You could skip this part if you'd like, but this is a good way for beginners to learn how to line your eyes is to use a black pencil and line your eyes first, and then going back in with a liquid eyeliner.
I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you?
You can also skip this part as well. I like to line the inner rim of my eyes, especially when I'm doing like a nighttime look. I'm sorry if the lighting's changed. It's been a couple hours. My son kind of woke up in the middle of filming. But anyways, I'm using the NYC liquid eyeliner.
Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look. Gain some self-control.
Before I finish the rest of my face, I like to wipe my under eyes with a makeup wipe to get any eyeshadow fallouts or anything like that.
But you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, use my favorite mascara. This one's by Maybelline. It's the Falsies in Black is Black. and it's the waterproof formula. I've been loving this foundation. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in matte and poreless in shade Natural Beige. And I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend that out. And to conceal my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand. I'm going to use that under my eyes, around my nose, and in between my eyebrows. And a little bit around the creases of my mouth.
This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Oh, won't you?
You can use the same beauty blender or a makeup wedge. I'm going to pat in this Laura Mercier translucent powder under my eyes. Anywhere that I've used the concealer is basically where I'm going to pat this in. Using a small detailer brush, this one is by Morphe. I'm going to use the same color that I had on my eyelids and use that under my eyes. And then picking up that dark shimmery wine color, I'm going to use that on the outer corner of my eyes.
I guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand.
And with a pencil brush, I'm going in with that shimmery cream shade and putting that on the inner corner of my eyes to make them pop.
These nights never seem to go to plan.
To line my eyes, I'm using this Milani eyeliner. Going to line the inner rim of my eyes. I'm going to use a pencil brush, dabbing that into the wine color and then blending the outer corner of my eyes to kind of smoke it out. Going in with the same mascara I used before, going to use that on the bottom lashes.
Why am I so emotional?
To bronze my face, I'm using this Milani Baked Bronzer in Glow.
And deep down I know this never works, but you can lay with me.
This concealer by LA Girl works amazing, especially for nighttime makeup. The shade is in Beautiful Bronze. I'm going to use that down my nose, on my forehead, the hollows of my cheekbones. And to blend that out, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and you're going to kind of dab and blend that out.
But darling, stay with me.
I'm totally obsessed with this Becca highlighter. It's in color Opal. And I'm going to use that on the high points of my cheekbones, under my brows, on the bridge of my nose, and above my cupid's bow. And I also have a video on how I strobe, so I'll leave that in the info box below. To line my lips, I'm using NYX Deep Purple. And once I line my lips, I'm going to fill that in to create a base for my lipstick. If this shade is perfect for you, you can stop there, but I wanted my lips to pop a little bit more, so I'm using this MAC Mineralized Rich lipstick in color All Out Gorgeous. This color is a very nice and deep plum shade, but on camera it's kind of a little washed out. To clean the edges around my lips, I'm using a concealer brush and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. to kind of clean up my lipstick a bit. Alright, let's get into the lashes. I'm using the dual dark tone eyelash glue. I'm using the Morphe Brushes Lashes, that's a tongueful, in number 48. It's almost just like the Demi Wispies, but a little bit, it has a little bit more of a flare.
I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're
I'm going in with a powder that's 2 shades darker than my skin tone, and I'm going to contour the hollows of my cheeks a little bit more. Alright, here's the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in a later video. Bye!
Why am I so emotional?